Today we're going to spill the tea about all things West Hollywood North. Now there are 5 things I want you to know today that are really specific to this neighborhood. Not all areas are sunshine and seamlessness, so it's great for us to be able to dive in and get into the nitty-gritty. With that being said, let's go see the 5 things you need to know about WHN. Let's pull back the curtain on West Hollywood North, the neighborhood where old Hollywood glamour meets modern-day innovation. Nestled between the rolling hills of the Hollywood Highlands and the electric buzz of the Sunset Strip, this area is a masterclass in balance. Serene, tree-lined streets dotted with Spanish Revival estates, mid-century architectural gems, and cutting-edge sustainable homes. Take Kings Road, for example. This iconic stretch isn't just a street, it's a living museum of design. The median home price here hit $3.2 million last quarter. But let's talk about the Norma Triangle, the historic heart of West Hollywood North. Named after silent film star Norma Talmadge, this grid of 1920s bungalows and Tudor-style homes is where old Hollywood's ghosts still whisper. A 1,200 square foot bungalow on Cynthia Street recently sold for $2.1 million. That's $1,700 per square foot, thanks to its original Batchelder tile fireplace and a secret garden with a century-old magnolia tree. The real magic, though, is the secret stairs, a network of 1920s pedestrian pathways hidden behind ivy-covered walls. These steps were built for studio executives to sneak to clandestine meetings at the Chateau Marmont, and today they're a local fitness staple. Now let's head to Sunset Lane, the enclave where privacy is an art form. Kristen Stewart's $6.8 million compound here is shielded by 30-foot ficus hedges and a gated driveway lined with Japanese maple trees. But the real showstopper? The spec house on the corner listed at $8.5 million, which includes a subterranean art gallery with humidity-controlled rooms for a Basquiat original and a rotating display of Banksy prints. The developer even installed a James Bond-worthy panic room behind a sliding bookshelf. Renters, don't feel left out. The Sherwood apartments on Fountain Avenue are a time capsule of 1920s charm with a modern twist. Units feature original hardwood floors and stained glass windows, but the real draw is the speakeasy-style lounge in the basement. Every third Thursday, residents gather for wine tastings hosted by a sommelier who exclusively pours bottles from celebrity-owned vineyards. Think Brad Pitt's Miraval Rosé or John Legend's LVE Cabernet. And yes, there's an EV charging station tucked behind the building's vintage neon sign. Pro tip, if you're hunting for off-market deals, skip Zillow and hit the pavement in Nichols Canyon. Many older homeowners here would rather sell quietly to avoid the circus of open houses. Now let's talk food. Forget the Sunset Strip, West Hollywood North has its own culinary universe. Justa Grocer on Beverly Boulevard is the neighborhood's answer to Erewhon, but with soul. Their $18 sourdough is baked in a 100-year-old hearth, and the cold-pressed juices are endorsed by Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop team. But the real secret? The hidden patio out back, shaded by olive trees strung with Edison bulbs. It's where Shonda Rhimes scripts Bridgerton spin-offs over matcha lattes and avocado toast, sprinkled with activated charcoal. For dinner, Gwen is the crown jewel. Curtis Stone's Michelin-starred Butcher Shop Meats restaurant is a carnivore's dream. The $185 dry-aged ribeye is carved tableside on a Himalayan salt block, but insiders book the Butcher's Table, a private room where Stone hosts chef collaborations. Last month, Wolfgang Puck joined him to riff on a truffle-infused boeuf bourguignon. And if you're lucky, you'll snag a reservation during golden hour, when the floor-to-ceiling windows frame the Hollywood Hills in molten light. For low-key nights, Tilda Wine Bar on Santa Monica Boulevard is where the neighborhood's creatives unwind. The owner, a former CAA agent, curates a list of natural wines paired with truffle popcorn dusted with edible gold. Ask for the industry discount, a 20% slash on bottles from celeb-owned vineyards like Drew Barrymore's Barrymore Wines or Post Malone's Maison No. 9. Nightlife here isn't about velvet ropes. It's about knowing where to knock. The Sunset Marquee isn't just a hotel, it's a subterranean playground. Behind an unmarked door near the lobby lies Bar 1200, a 50-seat den where rock legends jam until dawn. Dave Grohl played a 2 a.m. set here, and the hotel's private theater screens unreleased films for residents like Quentin Tarantino. Pro tip, order the Midnight Margarita, a smoky mezcal concoction served in a vintage coupe glass. But let's pivot to work. West Hollywood North is where Hollywood's behind-the-scenes magic happens. The Lot, the historic studio on Santa Monica Boulevard, is a hive of creativity. Writers' rooms for hits like Succession and the White Lotus rent bungalows here for $15K a month, complete with private chefs and soundproof Zoom pods. Need a workspace that inspires? Soho House West Hollywood's North Annex offers day passes for $250, granting access to a rooftop pool with panoramic city views and a members-only library stocked with scripts annotated by CAA agents. It's where Lena Dunham polished The Pilot for Girls and Donald Glover storyboarded Atlanta. Shopping here is curated, not corporate. H. Lorenzo on Sunset Plaza is the avant-garde boutique where Lady Gaga sources Rick Owens' leather trenches, 5K plus, and LeBron James snaps up limited edition Nike collabs. But the real treasure? The back room, reserved for VIPs, where Lorenzo himself pulls archival pieces like a 1993 Jean-Paul Gaultier corset or a YSL tuxedo worn by Mick Jagger at the Exile on Main St. Launch. For vintage lovers, the paper bag Princess on Robertson is a time machine, a recent find, a sequined Bob Mackie number Cher wore to the 1985 Oscars priced at $25,000. Stella's tip? Come on Tuesdays. That's when I unpack estates from old Hollywood dynasties. Wellness here is next level. The Now Massage on Santa Monica Boulevard offers the Celebrity Melt, 200-session combining CBD-infused oils, hot stones, and a sound bath tuned to 432 Hz for cosmic alignment. For fitness, Dog Pound's private suites cater to Chris Hemsworth and Karlie Kloss. Their Hollywood hit class includes a cryotherapy cooldown and a post-workout collagen smoothie served in a gold-rimmed goblet. Outdoors, Runyon Canyon Park North is the locals' sanctuary. Enter via Fuller Avenue to avoid tourists and hike the Zen Trail, a quiet path leading to a shaded grove with stone benches and panoramic views. It's where Taylor Swift allegedly wrote folklore tracks under a pseudonym, scribbling lyrics in a leather-bound notebook. On weekends, West Hollywood Park North hosts Yoga in the Park with Tara Stiles, who's trained everyone from Deepak Chopra to Jennifer Aniston. Classes are donation-based, but insiders know to arrive early for the Guru Zone, a VIP mat area with Himalayan singing bowls and chilled eucalyptus towels. Hidden gem, the West Hollywood Library Roof Garden, a lush oasis with free Wi-Fi and charging stations hidden among olive trees and succulent walls. It's where Mindy Kaling drafts scripts and Nicholas Sparks pens love scenes. Grab a lavender latte from the library's cafe. The barista knows to add a dash of CBD for regulars. Let's get tactical. The Harper on Harper Avenue is the condo du jour, with units starting at $1.8 million. Penthouses include private rooftop gardens planted with drought-resistant sage and rosemary, perfect for summer soirees. A recent buyer, a TikTok exec, hosted a rooftop screening of Clueless with a 35mm projector and a custom sushi bar. ADUs are gold here. A client added a 500-square-foot studio to their $3 million bungalow, renting it for $4,500 per month to an HBO showrunner who uses it as a writing nook. The kicker? The studio's soundproofed with recycled denim insulation and has a private entrance via a covered archway. Homes with solar panels and EV charging stations sell 22% faster. A 1950s Eichler in the Norma Triangle hit the market at $3.9 million and sold in 72 hours because the seller installed solar tiles that blend seamlessly with the iconic roofline. West Hollywood North isn't just chic, it's green. The Sunset and Horn apartment complex runs entirely on solar power, with a rooftop farm supplying basil and heirloom tomatoes to local restaurants. The city's Green Alley initiative turned gritty back streets into pedestrian paradises lit by solar string lights and muraled by street artists like Shepard Fairey. The annual North WeHo Art Walk is where philanthropy meets creativity. Last year's event auctioned a private dinner with Adam Lambert at his Nichols Canyon home, raising $250,000 for LGBTQ+ youth programs. The menu? Truffle mac and cheese and a performance by Lambert himself on his grand piano. In West Hollywood North, every street corner tells a story, every garden hides a secret, and every sunset paints the hills in hues of ambition and nostalgia. Whether you're here for the mid-century architecture, the star-studded trails, or the $18 sourdough that tastes like legacy, this neighborhood doesn't just welcome you, it invites you to write your own chapter in its ever-evolving saga. And there you have it, your no-nonsense guide to West Hollywood North. Now you can tackle this area just like a seasoned pro. And the only thing cooler than this neighborhood is your newfound wisdom. So stay tuned until we tackle our next video here in West Hollywood and Los Angeles.